Hello there, my Scorpio collective. I hope you're having a fantastic day. Oh my goodness, Scorpios, what's up with your energy? Oh, Scorpios, what's your favorite astrologer? There's so much interesting astrology with you, Scorpios. Keep it light, bright, and positive, Scorpios. Because some of you could be feeling a tad bit overwhelmed. I don't feel like it's your energy. So, what's your favorite astrologer? Stay very grounded and focused. Oi. Ace of Pentacles, the Page of Wands, the Four of Pentacles, there at the Five of Swords. There's a lot of secondary, energy with you, Scorpios. I do feel like you need to, now's not the time to be taking or making any unnecessary risks. Because, Scorpio, some of you are you're showing up in that energy. But I feel like you know how to make smarter choices. So something could be overwhelming you. And you're not quite sure. So just sit your ass down, prioritize yourself. Some of y'all trusting your fucking instincts and intuition on something. So that way you're not overwhelmed. There with the Five of Swords. Oi, y'all are pulling Evita vibes. Scorpio hasn't learned the lines you'd like to hear. So, ooh, there's a whole mess of energy with that. Some of you, those of you that's dating a lot, but maybe it's like a tad bit more than dating. Anything that is out of the ordinary for you that deals with like risk taking, you don't need to be doing that shit. I don't know if you're partying too much or what the fuck the vibe is with you. Some of you with the passionate vibes. I'm just going to be honest with you here, Scorpios. Because y'all keep pulling like 50 Shades of Grey. So, take what's yours and leave what's not. There's the Knight of Cups. There's the Two of Pentacles. Those of you with Scorpio rising, there's the Aquarius energy. You need to prioritize I don't know if you can do a spa day. Definitely make sure you're moisturizing and hydrating. It's about a focus on you. So you got a distractor vibe. You got a distractor vibe. This is giving the energy of the lion with the thorn in its paw. But so it's like parable energy with you. Lord have mercy. Some of you Scorpios, you're just overwhelming yourself here. Yeah. The lion has a thorn in its paw. You pull the thorn out. You have a 50-50 chance that lion ain't gonna eat your ass or whatever the fuck, right? So no unnecessary risk taking here with you. Some of you are looking for that excitement. So I don't know if you're feeling bored or this is where you need to make sure that you do prioritize yourself. Those of you, if you're trying to break old habits and establish new habits, this may be where you kind of overwhelm yourself. So, I don't know. You know the energy. I feel like you know you well enough to know that you're not making your smartest decisions. You know what I mean? There's something with regard to you. Especially those of you that's trying to do the thrill-seeking energy. And you're really not making the smartest choices that you normally do. Trusting your instincts, trusting your intuition. Those of you that are into mythology, oi. Eight of Cups. Oh, sweet Jesus. All this stuck stagnant energy with you. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Mindful of trauma bonding. Do be mindful of trauma bonding here with you. See, I feel like whatever you're going through, you kind of know what the smartest sort of choices and what the smartest resolutions are. You're just not taking them or making them right now. Seriously here, Scorpios, any of you, if you're going out and partying a little more than what you normally do, those of you, if you're really super casually dating and you're just, I don't know. You know, this is when you need to reel that fucking energy back in. This is when you know you need to prioritize yourself. Some of you, I think you're feeling this in your astrology. You're either trying to tempt the fates here, or you're like, what the fuck? You're having some really weird kind of vibes here. I feel like you do need to trust your instincts and your intuition. If something doesn't seem right, I mean, trust the vibes on it. Some of you could be overwhelmed with that as well, Scorpios. I love y'all's energy. I don't feel like this is necessarily particular to you, Scorpios. It's just kind of like the energy here. Because every time I get into your energy, it gives like the scorpion vibes. Like it's the actual fucking scorpions. Which, if that's what you have to contend with, then you're mindful of it, right? Those of you, if you're traveling somewhere and that's what you need to be mindful of, it's like the common sense vibe with you should always be the forefront in your decision making. Because you're given like the scorpion vibes. But I know not all of you are going to have to deal with scorpions. Unless you travel somewhere where you need to. So it's like the mindfulness energy with you. This is also no unnecessary risk-taking. So you're either looking at options or opportunities that maybe aren't going to be the best for you, or that you know aren't the best for you, or those of you that party too much. This is kind of giving the party vibes. So some of you, maybe you need to just drink more water, hydrate, moisturize, take care of yourself here. Because it is the energy of the lion with the thorn in its paw. Okay, so you take the thorn out of the lion's paw, but you don't know what the fuck's gonna happen next. And some of you don't like, don't over rosy the sort of options or opportunities with you. You need to be far more focused on like the realistic, or the realities of the sort of energy that you're in here. Some of you, this could have come on right during that last Scorpio moon that we had. There is so much interesting shit going on astrologically. So do check in with your favorite astrologer so that you are making smart choices. Because Scorpios, I feel the tarantula vibes with you. Every time I get into your energy here, I feel like you're holding like one of them big old tarantulas. They look far more scarier than what they are, right? Well, it'd be better for you to hold the tarantula than it would be for you to try to hold a scorpion, right? It's kind of like that energy with you. But I feel like you're overcoming fears, because that isn't like an overwhelming thing. So, sending you all the peace, love, and light, Scorpios, but it's just kind of prioritizing yourself here. Especially those of you that, you're pulling 50 Shades of Grey. Which is interesting because depending upon if you've read the book, or those of you, the sort of energy around that, right? There's more to it, and most of you, the relationships or partnerships, I mean, that's a book of fiction. So, you know, take your time with something here. Well, fiction and nonfiction. I don't know, I never read this shit. It's a little too, mainstream, right? And that's more of a, for a lot of you, I feel like this is more of an intellectual thing, or the psychology of something when it comes to you. Understanding yourself. Some of you could be going through something on a spiritual level here as well with the Hierophant energy. So there's a kink. There's a kink here. So something isn't working. There's like a kink. But prioritize yourself here. Some of y'all need to trust that sort of instinct and intuition as well. Take care of yourself here. So, you know, you need to be like making some really smart choices. Some of you, I feel like you need to be hydrating more, especially if you're partying. Take care of yourself here. You got the Ace of Pentacle vibes. I don't know your life, Scorpios, but whatever this is, it's like, make sure you're making like some really smart choices. You're kind of going through a transcendentalism vibe here as well. Those of you that like to party a lot, because the Hierophant energy there at that Ace of Wands, that is given like rave vibes. So those of you that like to go out and party, listen to the good music, and maybe have some fun. Those of you that's going out, maybe you're doing the dance club vibe. I get a lot of like dancing energy with you. I feel like it should be fun, but at the same time, you're kind of not feeling the vibes. You know what I mean? Three of Pentacles. Page of Swords to the Six of Pentacles, the Ace of Wands there with the Hierophant. When was the last time you've taken communion? When was the last time you've taken communion, Scorpios? Because the Ace of Pentacles is given like the Eucharist vibes. You're pulling the red cloak energy too. So those of you with regard to any new group dynamic, you kind of want to transform yourself, but at the same time, you're finding yourself not really knowing what the vibe is with you. This is why I feel like some of you could be trying new things, experiencing new things, but I mean, you need to be mindful of any new option or new opportunity that you're making smart choices. If you're partying a lot, I mean, call an Uber. If you're partying a lot, you need to make sure you have someone around that's going to make sure that you're making some smart choices. So some of you, maybe you don't need to be partying on your own. No unnecessary risk-taking with you. It's really like the vibes on this. Someone here, be mindful you don't get stung by a scorpion. Because I see like scorpion vibes with you. Like the actual fucking scorpions. So if you're going somewhere and that's what you need to be mindful of, like ask the locals. So like check your shoes before you put your shoes on. Or, you know, don't be having so much fun partying that your ass like goes traipsing off somewhere where you shouldn't and you get like stung. Because there's like the scorpion vibes there and the stinger energy. But I feel like it's literally a scorpion with regard to you, especially if you're not like making smart choices. Is there a liquor that's got scorpions in it? Anything else for Scorpio here? Do you watch your favorite astrologer, Scorpios? This is, I feel like it's a kind of an energy that everyone is dealing with. Some of you, maybe since that last Scorpio moon that we had. Five of Cups there, yeah. Whatever the fuck this is. Don't allow yourself to stay stuck or stagnant where you're not making like the smartest of choices. Some of you could find your ass stranded somewhere and you're like, what the fuck? I do feel like this is for those of you that's partying too much, or you're doing things that aren't typical for you. So, unlike people that's kind of used to this energy, if they're used to waking up not knowing where the fuck they're at, they usually keep enough money so they can call an Uber, or they know how to do this far better than you do. So, take your time with something. You're not supposed to be out there like in this energy. But this is what you know you need to be mindful of. Some of you, the Queen of Wands is a bad influence. So you need to know your limits, and you need to be very mindful of that. Because if the Queen of Wands wakes up somewhere and they're like hungover and don't know what the fuck they got going on, they at least have the sense to figure that out. Some of you Scorpions, you're not quite there yet, or Scorpios. Oh my goodness. If you're anywhere where you have to deal with scorpions, be a little more mindful of that so that way you don't get stung by a scorpion. Because this is given like a literal scorpion vibe. That's the Eight of Wands. If you're traveling like on vacation or shit like that, don't be a fucking tourist. And you don't need to be going out there and doing like shit that you're not like used to doing. Especially those of you that aren't like a party person. Queen of Wands is a bad influence. Queen of Wands is just someone you'd want to be partying with anyway. Right? What's your favorite astrologer? Trust the astrology is something here, Scorpios. Trust the astrology is something. And for fuck's sake, if you're traveling somewhere where there's scorpions, I mean, that's not like a negative unless you have you're allergic to. So it's not like a negative, but it is something you need to be mindful of. Because it's almost giving the energy of you like pitching your tent right on a scorpion's nest. Or you're walking around with flip-flops on. And, you know, it's kind of like, is that like the smartest of choices for you? Hey, there with the 9 of Pentacles. Look at that. Yeah, look at the energy on that. No unnecessary risks, especially if you're finding yourself kind of looking at like options or opportunities with you. And this is, you know this. So take what's yours and leave what the fuck isn't. This isn't going to be all y'all's vibes, right? But take what's yours and leave what's not. Queen of Wands is a bad... that's not really someone you want to be partying with that you can trust. Because they're a tad bit more used to that 5 of Cups energy. Party too much, wake up, you don't know where the fuck you're at. This is where you get stuck or stagnant. Queen of Wands is kind of used to this energy. So, take your time. No unnecessary risks. Absolutely. No unnecessary risks. Because that's not your thing. This is about image too, with like the 3 of Cups. So you can't like party with the rest of them. There's something that's different about you, and make sure that you, that's a good thing. That's a good thing. Yeah, the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands isn't necessarily someone you want in this energy. So trust your instincts, trust your intuition, and for fuck's sake, make some smart choices here, Scorpios. Especially those of you that you're partying a little too much, or you're not making the smartest of choices, and even you know you're not making the smartest of choices here. Some of you with the Scorpion vibes. Because this is actually a Scorpion. So... but I do like the tarantula energy with you. But I feel like you're overcoming fears. Because it's like those big-ass tarantulas that fit in the palm of your hand. But they look scarier than what they are. So that's kind of like the difference. Oy, look at you go, Scorpios. Take what's yours, leave what's not. Do watch your favorite astrologer. Because I do feel like you need to see what Scorpio's got going on astrologically. Because a lot of this feels like a generic vibe. So it's not necessarily particular to you. It's just like a mindfulness energy. And if you're going through something on like a religious level here, maybe you need to talk it out, work it out with clergy. It's not that overwhelming. Especially those of you if you haven't taken communion in a while. So you could have, this could be the sort of vestiges of the religious energy that you have. So you're kind of looking at things and you could be feeling a little overwhelmed. This is also giving dance floor vibes, the DJ energy. So I don't know. I like this. Just make sure that you have someone around that's you can trust. Make sure you're making smart choices. Keep making smart choices. Watch your favorite astrologer. Especially those of you, I think a lot of you have been feeling this since the last Scorpio moon that we had. Yeah, look at that. There you get the 8 of Cups. There with the Pisces moon, and then there's the 5 of Cups. Someone's going to end up somewhere, and they do not know how the fuck they got there. So don't be out there partying so much that your ass like passes out. Some of y'all don't pass out on like a fucking scorpion's nest. Know your limits and keep making smart choices here, Scorpios. Especially those of you with the last Scorpio moon. Peace, love, and light, Scorpios.